Hey guys, so a couple of people have asked for a walking tour of the property here, so I thought I'd try to do a kind of quick and dirty one right now. So we'll see how this goes. So this property, which we are currently leasing and negotiating a possible purchase, is 2.5 acres in Gwinnett County. Really beautiful site, all kinds of potential. This is the current site of Smith's Meadow. Smith's Meadow is an idea, not a location. So this may or may not remain Smith's Meadow, but I like to show you around. So the main areas we will look at are the front yard, the backyard, the upper meadow, the lower meadow, the eastern wood, the western wood, and the Zen garden. So as we start with the front yard, clearly, and then we'll actually take the sidewalk up on Arnold Road towards Five Forks Trickham Road, and we'll take a look at the upper meadow. This area we call the upper meadow. We have a row of flowers along the property line. Probably won't be able to see it right now, but got a pretty magnolia there and these 3 big oak trees. The general plan here is to raise the canopy on these oak trees, clear this area out. The eastern fence line, we have a great plan. I'll throw it up on screen and maybe put the full diagram in the description. But the fence design we have here is going to be really cool. I won't describe it right now, but once this is all cleared out, we'll put picnic tables and whatnot. This is going to be publicly accessible, like a privately owned park available to the public. So we'll put proper signage, but there's a lot of pedestrian traffic around here, so this is going to be a really neat area. And you know, if we get to the point where we're selling farm products and whatnot, you know, you can imagine a fruit and vegetable stand up here. You're right. There's a church across the street. Now we'll take a trail through the eastern wood, and this actually trail, we cut this trail and it was pretty good shape, but we haven't maintained it, but it's real easy. As you can see, we have a couple extra blowdowns now. But so this is imagine there's a trail here under all these leaves, and we go down here through the eastern wood. We can peek over, we can see the backyard. By summer, it'll be harder and harder to see through there, but there's the backyard and the house. We'll come back up through there in just a few minutes. But this trail here comes around, and these were, I mean, when it's maintained, these are mountain bike rideable, hike, run. We have about maybe 1/3 of a mile loop, I think, all the way around if you wanted to do laps of some sort. Right here, there's a concrete pad with these metal poles. We unburied this from 8 feet of kudzu, and so I think that maybe was like a tractor parking situation or whatnot, but we got some plans there. Actually, I'll go ahead and say this is where the outbuilding will be. The one part shed, the other part kind of living space, kind of I think of a clubhouse type thing, but then ladder up to the top, and on like a small, like a studio apartment with a deck. Above that, you will raise platforms, and ultimately observation deck on top. The radio tower, you know, will be 150 feet off the ground by the time we get up there. So that outbuilding is gonna be super fun to build. But you can poke through there, you can see this is a shortcut to the lower meadow, but we're gonna take the trail. We're gonna take the scenic route. So yeah, you can't see my air quotes when I say trail, but trust me, there is a trail here. If you don't believe me, ask Ben and Claudia. The 3 of us probably did the most amount of work on these trails. But let's see, there's actually a little loop here. The trail goes down there to the, there was a little mountain, little jump. It's kind of eroded down, but we can reestablish that jump at some point. But we'll kind of take it the scenic route around the long loop. And now we come out into the lower meadow. You know, super, this place has seen so much joy and celebration, and we are just getting started. We won't do the garden bed tour. You see there's not much going on right now, and there may not be a lot of gardening this year, but we got bigger fish to fry and looking good. There's that deck we built. This is what we call New Saber's Garden, and pretty cool, fun stuff. So now we'll go back down to the Zen garden, and you definitely don't have to use your imagination here. But as you see, this is the lowest part of the property, and you see that kind of dipping down. Everything kind of funnels down, and this is back in the back of the corner is the lowest part of the property. But this is kind of like a peninsula type shape, because you know we have it looks like a culvert here, but over there it kind of dips down. So I think what we're going to do, like I said, you have to use your imagination here, but if you picture all of this as water, I have a Facebook friend who builds animal habitats, natural swimming holes, you know, just beautiful pool type, I mean, just things you cannot imagine. And we're going to get him to help us. But basically the back end we built up a little bit, dug out. So we have like kind of wraparound pond. So over here where we're standing is where the Zendo will be. Like a little, just a quiet room, you know, like it's gonna be Japanese style probably, with wooden planks and, you know, and rice mats inside. So, you know, if you're into the zazen kind of thing, the Zen thing, you can meditate there. But it's just a quiet place for anyone to go when they just need that, right? So, but off your wooden deck, there's gonna be a little bridge, traditional Japanese bridge, to the water going underneath it. So that really is going to look like an island. It's really like a peninsula going back. And Claudia has this beautiful Japanese maple called Mr. Fluffy, and we took some propagations from it. We were learning how to do it, and so we practiced. But ultimately, when we can get some successful propagations off Mr. Fluffy, right there in the middle of the island, Japanese maple, and you know, however it's landscaped and whatnot. So yeah, that's the Zen garden, and we made a little video about that too. I think I'll try to find that. But that, you know, we can call this a wood. You know, I think we said western wood. It's really this property. It's probably southwestern wood is the more apt name. But all of this area, when we moved in here, it was kudzu 8 feet tall up to the house. Like you could come out the back and it had a backyard, and that's it. And we just uncovered this. But somebody's farmed here. I mean, we're finding old farm implements. That parking pad over there is like, you know, there was like a shed there, something to park a tractor or whatnot. So yeah, I mean, again, this place is really cool. I mean, this could be the spot, but you know, Smith's Meadow is an idea, not a location. But this is pretty nice for right now. We'll turn back around and just take a look at the lower meadow. So much camping. We've had friends when COVID started. Actually, that was Easter weekend. When COVID locked down and all this stuff, we had just a small handful of friends, you know, back here, and it was joyous. Okay, so here we coming up from the lower meadow to the backyard. Pretty clear, you know, what's going on here. But it's got a nice backyard, these beautiful oak trees here. Got a nice drive under. The truck right now is underneath my bedroom. That's my bedroom and office. And my pickup truck's down there. We got to do some rear end work on that. And yeah, this at one point was our kitchen garden. It got a lot of shade. We grew stuff here, but this is really great for an herb garden. Catnip. We grew a bunch of catnip. Cats loved it. So again, lighting conditions here. Not really best vegetable garden, but great for herbs. Got some coffee grounds. That should be interesting. This is Cletus. I definitely will put the link to Cletus's video below this one, because you know, he's seen better days.
Some folk will never eat a skunk, but then again some folk will, like Cletus the slack-jawed yokel.
Hey, what's going on this side? Hey, Brandine, you might could wear these to your job interview.
And scuff up the topless dancing runway? Nah, you best bring 'em back where from you got 'em.
Okay. Back you go. Two weights for a woman or less discriminating tastes.
Most folk will never lose a toe, and then again some folk will, like Cletus the slack-jawed yokel.
Hey, you know what? I could call my ma while I'm up here. Hey, Ma! Get off the dang roof!
He might have to be resurrected or something, but this is what's left of my Stetson hat. I got the hat band upstairs, but that was my straw Stetson hat. So yeah, this is where we're at. Yeah, you know, I don't know if that's what you're looking for, but it's always great checking in with you guys. Have a good one. Hope to see you soon. Love you long time.
Oh.